Today, we're going to talk about why worship leaders burn out and what they can do to bounce back. Let's jump into it. What's going on, fam? My name is Michael, and I help worship leaders grow spiritually and practically so that they can lead worship more effectively. And today we're talking about why worship leaders burn out and what they can do to come back from burnout. But before we get started, I want to invite you to something. It's my Effective Worship Leaders Summit. 3 days of impartation, teaching, and training for worshipers and worship leaders. Look, we're talking about leading with confidence, leading with strategy, and leading with the awe and the fear of God. It's going to be a powerful 3 days, and I want you to be a part. We only have a few seats, so you want to jump on this fast. Hit the link right there at michaelegould.com/summit to get your ticket. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel as we post almost weekly giving you tips and tricks for worship leading. Now let's jump into today's lesson. So why do worship leaders burn out, and how can they get better? How can they come back stronger? You know, burnout is something that I've done myself, I've experienced myself, and I've also helped a couple worship leaders come back from burnout. And it's something that is really running rampant throughout the worship leading culture. So I'm going to give you 3 things that I believe why you're burning out and what you can do to come back. Number one is you need to stop leading on empty. A lot of worship leaders are leading on empty. Mike, what do you mean by leading on empty? A lot of worship leaders are leading worship week after week after week, but they're not spending enough time in the presence of God. They're not spending enough time privately seeking the face of God, not spending enough time in their word, not spending enough time in prayer. Your private time is the fuel for your public leading worship. This means that what you do in public, it feeds off what you have already done in private. And when you're spending more time doing the duties of a worship leader, worrying about the team needs and worry about what songs we're going to sing and all of those things, and less time in the presence of God, you are going to run on empty, and eventually you're going to burn out. Eventually, you're going to get tired. Eventually, you're going to feel like this is all for nothing. You need time in the presence of God to refuel you, to refresh you, and to give you strength. Your strength is found in the presence of God. Number 2, a lot of worship leaders are not setting realistic expectations. You know, they have these elaborate plans, they have these elaborate notes or songs that they want to sing, or expectations for their team. Oh, we're going to grow to this size. We're going to begin to do songs like this. We're going to be able to host worship nights, when they have maybe 3 or 4 members or when their team is not built up or strong enough to do the things that they are trying to do. They're setting expectations that are not realistic. They're setting expectations based off what another church is doing. They're setting expectations based off what they would love to do and not on the strengths of their team. But what happens is you begin to take on hope deferred when these unrealistic expectations are not met. Now you're upset. Now you're saying God is just not working out because you've set the bar so high and your team is not ready enough to meet that bar. Sometimes we have to reevaluate our team, reevaluate our expectations, and become a little bit more realistic. Not saying that we can't have faith, but we need to set realistic expectations and realistic goals. All right, and last but not least, I see a lot of worship leaders going to burnout because they are not getting poured back into. You know, it's one thing to spend time in the presence of God. It's another thing to set realistic expectations, but you need someone to help you. You need someone to be pouring into you. You need someone to be giving you wisdom, giving you insight, giving you strength. You need someone to pour into you. Us as worship leaders, we're always pouring out. And in order for us to keep pouring out, we need someone else to be pouring in. You need to attend different events. You need to get you a mentor. You need to get someone that you can sit under, talk to, and get help. This is why I created the Effective Worship Leaders Summit, to give worship leaders a place to get poured into, to give worship leaders a place that they can come to get refreshed, a place that they can come to get impartation, teaching, and training you need to be poured into on a regular basis. So again, I want to invite you to the Effective Worship Leaders Summit. 3 days, it's a virtual summit, 3 days of training, impartation, teaching, and pouring. We set this up where you're going to get all of the best of us, because we want to see worship leaders grow and thrive in their worship ministry. Go ahead to my website again, michaelegould.com/summit, to join us for this summit. I promise you, you are gonna be blessed. And again, we only have a few slots left because seating is very limited. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. I pray this helped you, and I pray that you will come out of burnout and into purpose. I'll see you in the next video.